So, intern Squidward found something in his golden Pontiac.
Yes. 2005 G6 to be exact.
In his car.
With the lay hanging from the rear view.
It does look like a female drives it.
All vibes, all vibes.
It is,
Mm-hmm.
And you found something in your car that made you feel sorry for Jason Goodman.
Yes. For the listeners, if they don't know, we all have a group text that we're all on.
Mm-hmm.
And about, I think, 2 days ago, Jason sent us a text. He's like, hey, does anyone want some plates and some dishes? And in the picture, there was a couple plates, a couple cups, and I just moved them to my new spot.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple dishes. I'm like, yeah, sure, I can use some more dishes. And they're Jason Goodman's, and he's having a kitchen crisis right now. He's like getting rid of all this nice stuff for nicer stuff. So I'm like, I'm sure it's nice stuff.
The kitchen crisis.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you would have taken them without even seeing them. You're like, well, they're Jason's. I'll
Exactly.
take it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I didn't even need to see them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take them. And I'm expecting maybe like 10 plates, maybe like 10 cups, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And so, anyways, it was yesterday. I guess a little behind the scenes for the listeners. Like before the show, I grabbed audio for the show, and Jason showed up while I was grabbing audio, and he's like, "Hey, give me your keys, and I'll put the dishes in your car." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure."
Nice.
So he give me my keys, he puts it in, and I don't think twice. And so I leave yesterday, and I can barely get into my car. There are boxes on the back seat, the front seat, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, how many dishes is this? And so I'm like, there's there's a box in my passenger seat. I'm going to put it in the trunk. I go to open the trunk. The trunk is full of boxes.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, what in the hell? And so I go back to my place. I'm taking these boxes up. Like, mind you, like, I bought a condo, and it's like an apartment style, so I'm on the top floor, so I'm making multiple trips, and like and so in like each box, for context, you can like hold one box in your hand, you use two hands to carry it, and you can carry one box, and so it's like I'm taking like 7-8 trips up and down because I have to,
for a few dishes and a few cups.
For a few dishes and a few cups, and so
Was it a few?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I start unpacking, and it's like 40 plates, like 20 coffee cups, like 15 bowls.
Oh my God.
And so when I moved to my spot, my mom bought me like a starter kit with like 4 plates, like 4 regular size plates.
School.
Yeah, four bowls
Yeah.
and 4 little the smaller plates. And I'm like, this is all I need.
That's all I need.
You'll never
like,
entertain more people than that.
Yeah, no.
You've only had Matt over, so what? How many more plates do you need?
Exactly.
And do you have a dishwasher? Because
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, luckily
Dang.
it came with one.
I
yeah.
did not my first several years living by myself, so I was like, you can't wash more than that.
Yeah.
by yourself.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So I'm unpacking all of these dishes, and like in theory, if I wanted to, I could use 1 plate and 1 cup a day and not have to wash dishes for like 2-3 months because like it's so many dishes. And I'm like trying, like I still have them sitting on like my kitchen counter because I'm having to rearrange everything in my cabinets to make everything fit because I just simply don't have the room for it.
I was going to say, I've been to your spot. I don't know if you have the cabinet space for this.
No, I don't.
I
I'm
don't.
gonna have to like improvise somehow.
Here comes Squid's kitchen crisis.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes, like
That
almost
is true. Just for the
So
record.
why did it make you feel sorry for Jason?
Why'd you feel sorry for him?
Yeah, so while I was unboxing, so there was like 40 plates. There was like 3 different sizes. They were all I'm very thankful, Jay. Thank you, Jason. They're packaged very nice and like safely to where they won't rattle around the car.
Nice.
So like it was like 7 like big boxes, and in all the 7 big boxes were like 3 or 4 smaller boxes. So like even the coffee cups were some different sizes, bowls different sizes, and each plate had its own like personal box that fit. But while I'm unboxing them, I realized all these boxes are Amazon boxes. And I realized I see Jason's wife's name on all these boxes. and different dates on every box. And like, again, like, they weren't all like, all the dishes weren't just like one size. They were like specific, like different sizes. And like, there was a box for each size of coffee cup, each size of bowl, each size of plate. So like, and so like, again, like there was like 7 big boxes, and within the big boxes were like 3 or 4 smaller boxes.
Oh, really?
So it's like, at least like doing the math,
Like 30 or 40 boxes.
Something like that, yes. And so all different sizes, all different dates on them. And I'm like, dang, like, when Jason talks about Carol ordering from Amazon, like he is not joking. Like he literally is not joking.
And those are just the boxes they kept.
Yeah, I know,
right.
I know,
Just
I know.
for that one task.
That was just since the last garbage day, which was
A week ago.
not even.
Yeah, and I thought about maybe I should keep some of these because they were like so nice for moving, but it was so many. I'm like, I don't even know where to put these boxes.
I don't own this much stuff.
No, and then so like I had to like make 7 or 8 more trips up and down again to
the
like throw
dumpster?
them in the dumpster because there was so many boxes. And yeah, I very grateful for the plates. Thank you.
And for the
Jason.
record,
But-
the reason why I had so many is I get paranoid that if I order the set, that my kids and everything else, just judging by the way they put things in the dishwasher and throw the plate into the sink, that they're going to chip and break. So I would be screwed if I don't have not enough. So I over prepare to have a lot more, but in this case, it was way overkill.
How many plates? Like what was the place setting? How many do you think you
Oh
had?
gosh, for probably a restaurant.
Like a medium-sized restaurant.
Yeah, no,
For one
It's
night.
all
yeah. I could host any size party now, like any.
Well, I wonder if that means we'll get some sort of invite over to your place now that you can give us dishes to eat on.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
Probably
Then you'd have
not.
to cook.
Yeah.
That's
I am having a
true.
Super Bowl party. Can I just borrow those plates?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
They're already in. They're not coming out.
Use
Oh, wait,
paper
they're-
plates. It's
yeah.
much easier.
No, I'm going to do paper or
Yes.
whatever. All right. Well, very good.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I'm very
nice.
grateful, but yeah, I feel bad for Jason.
Would you ever consider maybe if you don't? Well, no, because you could keep them forever. I was going to say you could split them up with friends maybe who need some as well. But
We get married.
Maybe.
yeah, but
or-
you'll use them
But
at
they're
some
top
point.
dollar stuff. You
Yeah,
know? Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, if anything, I'll resell them.
You're
going
gonna
to
need to pawn that later.
Yeah.
You know what you do is like you can do like a weird flex that then your date might think you're a serial killer. Like invite her over for dinner, like just have like 8 plates settings out.
Oh yeah.
And like, oh, if you need another plate, I have plenty. Just, like open the cabinet. Look, you show her all of my plates.
Yeah. And I could do that.
I'm just a
after-
bachelor. I don't know. I'm just a bachelor.
But I'm so domestic.
Yeah, and I could do that after selling half of them. Yeah. Yeah, all right.
That would pay for your food.
It would, yeah. Here's just filet mignon, baby. I eat it all the time. Yeah.
Squid's gonna open his own. What's that place you go where you go through the boxes and they're like $3?
Oh yeah, the treasure
Hunt. It'll be
some-
Squid's
Oh, yeah.
treasure hunt.
I could.
Plates only. All right. Well, yeah. I guess I
I
believe
see.
Jason with the things. But I guess when you actually see the amount of boxes, you're like,
Mhm.
oh my god.
I
Yeah.
did not see that coming. I
No.
thought you were going to say that you felt bad that he had to move all that by himself twice, not even from his home into his car and then out of his car into yours. But no.
Yeah.
No,
or there's like
yeah.
a hurtful note that Carol left
Something.
about Jason. He actually put it in your car by accident. I don't know.
It is ironic too because in my entire neighborhood, I am the only one that had to order an extra can. So I have 3 cans out.
Oh.
And here's the craziest part.
For your recycling.
No, the recycle comes every week. And I still
Same
have
for
to
me,
get
yeah.
another additional 2 cans. And every single week, I have to go running around at 10 o'clock at night putting extra stuff in everybody else's cans because even though I'm the only one in the neighborhood with an extra can, I still can't. And my neighbor's like, I don't know how, but it's like a third full, their can. And the recycle is usually a lot, but it comes every week, a third full. And I have 3 cans overflowing everywhere every single week.
That's crazy.
You're a consumer.
Yeah.
A true conservative, just destroying the environment with extra trash every week.
How is this possible?
Do you break them down?
Yes.
Yeah.
I cut them all up with a razor blade.
Oh,
But it's
God,
not
that's
only
cool.
that.
crazy.
It's not only that.
I hate just unboxing
You're talking about like
it.
trash too.
Just trash. Like, I mean, bags and bags and bags and just stuff overflowing. And every single time at 10 o'clock at night, I run around to all the other neighbors and I open their thing and I'm like, how does this family only have half a can? How does half a can? And I fill their can all the way up and they do the next neighbor. So it's like I'm about to order another can and have 4 out there.
I didn't even know you could order extra cans,
and
but
You can
it's
do
very
that,
cheap
yeah.
to do, which
Is
is
it?
great. Yes, it's only like $6 a month for an extra can. It's
I
so
didn't know
worth
that.
it.
It's funny because I don't think Jason as like kind of trashy. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like white trashy, but I think
Yes.
him
No.
going and checking other people's trash so he can put his trash in it. It's kind of, I mean, literally trashy.
It is, literally.
It is like the most white trash thing I've ever heard. Is someone checking other people's trash because he has too much trash in his house.
We actually have to call the neighbors and tell them.
We're going through your
and
trash.
we are calling them every week, and they say, you know what? Don't worry about it. If my can is not full, you go ahead.
That's a
Don't.
nice neighbor.
Yeah.
It is.
That's a nice neighbor.
It is.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very
They
nice.
use your can.
Yeah.
'Cause I thought Jason was exaggerating to an extent. But
Well,
no.
and
No,
then in fact,
It really
yeah.
put it into
Wow.
perspective.
there's so much what you said, consume stuff going through my cans. I now even have to get well, I have to, but it's the worst thing I've ever tried to do by my own. Every quarter they come and they clean the cans because it's just outrageous. It's outrageous how bad they get.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where do you store? So all the boxes that you use for the dishes were clearly not broken down.
Right, they
But
were-
would you just like when you have
Yes.
too many? Do you just throw them?
It's funny that you say that, Katie, because I don't really just throw them. I just come home to a bunch
I
of boxes stacked up to the ceiling. It's my job to break them all down.
Yeah.
But they're so high, I'm like, hello?
Every time a box comes into our house, and that, I mean, it's pretty frequent. Nothing like that, but it's pretty
I
frequent.
think I've been breaking them down every single night that Carol could tell I was getting frustrated because I'm out at like 11 o'clock going, another box. That's the last 2 weeks, she broke some down too. I was like, I like this.
Well, that's
But it's
nice.
not the end of the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Plus, I can get them in there. And by the way, one more thing. On top of all the trash I have to put in the neighbors, and on top of the extra cans I got to get, I also get on a ladder and start stomping down every can to make more room to fit it in. What? Yes, I swear to
A
God.
trash stomper. I've seen that
Wow.
before.
It's just a day in the life, in the life of Jason Goodman.
You know, it's like every day for Carol is Christmas.
Yeah.
She gets
Yeah.
packages. You get to open something new every day. How exciting!
That is really exciting.
I'm sure she's probably, her blood's boiling lately because she's like, you have no idea about the knives and the pans that recently came under his name.
Yeah.
Well,
we do know about
it. We do.
Oh, yeah, we do.
know
I
about it.
got some
We do.
recent packages lately in my name too, but
Yeah.
very, very, very little.
Seldom.
Small
Yeah.
percentage. All right. Well, very interesting.